matters most to you and why. Have you ever thought of your priorities or what matters the most in your life? Things or moments you really enjoy doing that you would like everyone to experience? I would like to share with you what matters the most to me. Since I was a baby, my parents have taught me many values. One that has stayed with me is love. Loving what God has given me through my life, being thankful and loving others as God loved them is what I have learned through many experiences that I have lived. Helping others and taking people near to God's love is what matters the most to me. All my life I have been in a Catholic school. I have known God basically all my life. My parents, family, friends and school have taught me about Him, how to pray, the most important prayers, the importance of attending Mass, etc. I made my first communion when I was in elementary school, and it was very significant for me. I knew everything about God, but at the same time, I didn't. When I was in second grade of high school, my parents gave me the opportunity of studying English in a boarding school in Dublin, Ireland, for a year. Woodlands Academy is a legendary Catholic school where many girls from different places around the world, as me, are sent by their parents for human and spiritual formation. This year, besides improving my English, helped me to get closer to God as well. I had a very strong experience with Him during that year. He became my very best friend and I started to have a very strong relationship with Him that really changed my life. I talked to Him as He was any other person. I really enjoyed spending time in the chapel. I realized that many things were missing in my life. I felt kind of empty. I felt the need of making more things for others and sharing with them the experience I have lived with God. When I got back home, I started to get involved with many activities of helping the poor, sick, little kids, etc. And I went to a place where people teach me more about the Bible and God. I had the need of learning more about Him, His life, and what He had done for me. I got closer to Him, but at the same time, this wasn't enough for me. In the summer after my second year in high school ended, I decided to go back to Woodlands, the school in Ireland, with one of my best friends who went to study there as well. This time I was going to help with the summer camp as a volunteer, with the little girls that used to go to learn English. They were girls from 7 to 14 years old, and they came from many places like Mexico, Spain, Italy, Brazil, and France. Woodlands became a very special place to me. In the chapel that was inside the school was the place where I first met God. During that summer, I realized that the poor and sick weren't the only people who needed help. The little girls of whom I took care helped me realize of this. These girls had lived many difficult things, family problems, self-esteem problems, and many of them didn't know God. When I finished that summer, I felt really good with myself. I got very close to those girls and I really felt I helped them. They were very thankful with me as I was with them. After the summer camp finished, many girls continued sending me letters and emails asking for help and advices. Even one of them told me that she was very thankful for having me as an example. That really meant a lot. Those few months I spent in Ireland made me feel really thankful with God for everything He had gave me through all my life. All the people, the opportunities, and the privileges He had gave me couldn't be normal. Sometimes I got mad with Him for stupid things, not realizing all the amazing things He had done for me. I had everything in my life, and I had never realized it until that moment. It took me almost 18 years to realize it. I was really amazed, and I felt that I had to make something big in my life to thank Him. That summer, I felt so good with myself that I decided to give 1 year of my life to God when I finished high school. Last year, after I graduated from high school, I went for a month to a course to Cotija de La Paz, Michoacán, with 53 other girls who wanted to do the same as me. 10 consecrated women to God and 1 priest were in charge of us. They prepared us for this year that we wanted to offer to God. We had talks and missions in little towns close to Cotija, and many other activities. It was amazing knowing that I wasn't the only one who felt this need. In the last week of the course, we were assigned to a place around the world where we will be sent as volunteers. As I studied there for a year and helped for a month in this legendary boarding school, they decided to send me there because I already knew how it works. I was sent with 3 other girls to Ireland, who became my sisters during that year. I was in charge of 26 little girls between 12 and 14 years old. Each girl was different personality, different problems, etc. I really get to love these girls. I help them with their needs and with their human and spiritual formation. It was amazing doing this, but at the same time really hard. I had to wake up very early in the morning to then wake up my girls. I didn't have any time for me, but I really like it. I had a very strong motivation because I was doing all this with and for God. I had Mass every day for a whole year, prayers, retreat once a month, and holy hour every Thursday. But what I liked the most about my year, besides helping others and getting to know all these people, is that I got the opportunity to visit the Holy Land. I visited Jerusalem and Nazareth, all the places where God once lived. It was amazing. I will never forget the feelings I had. It has been my best trip ever, and of course I will do it again. I would really like everyone to live that experience of making something for others and not focusing just in themselves. Getting to know more God and being thankful for what they have. These experiences really changed my life. All the places and people I met were very special, and it had helped me to face many difficulties in my life. These are the type of things that have to be shared with others. You never know when you can change others' life as someone else can change yours.